I'm not gonna lie to you. When I first heard of this trade that it went down, I was very surprised and very confused. I was surprised because I never expected the Lakers to trade away D'Angelo Russell. I never expected the Lakers to say, you know what, we want to trade this guy. I did not see this coming at all. But once the confusion and once the sort of, shock went away, and I thought about this a bit logically, this trade actually makes a lot of sense for both sides. First of all, for the Lakers, they needed to do one of two things this offseason. Get rid of Timothy Mozgov's contract, and number two, get some marquee free agents. They already accomplished the first one. Mozgov's contract, and I've been saying this since when he signed on the dotted line, was the most retarded contract in NBA history. He signed a 4-year, $72 million deal with the Los Angeles Lakers. I was so shocked. I was so pissed off at the Lakers, and I was so disappointed that this happened. So they had to get rid of this guy. He is not worth that money. You don't need him. So by trading him away, you free up so much more cap space to potentially sign Paul George when he's a free agent. Or, if the rumors are true, LeBron James is also looking to come to LA. So if the Lakers want to do that, they need the cap space. This is their way to do it, by trading away Mozgov. So that was a win for the Lakers already. Now number two, D'Angelo Russell. As much as people thought he was going to be a star for the Los Angeles Lakers, he wasn't able to do that. He is a really good player, and I'm not going to lie. I've been a fan of D'Angelo Russell since he got drafted by the Lakers. I really liked him. Unfortunately, the Lakers have a tough choice. They want to draft Lonzo Ball. So now they're looking at this and saying, well, we have to pick. We can't have two starting caliber point guards run our team. We need to have one guy who we need to put all our faith in. We can't split our faith up because that's kind of unfair to the talented players of these guys, of this caliber. So they looked at it, they're like, who do we want? Do we want Ball, who has the potential to become the next Magic Johnson? Or do we want D'Angelo Russell, who could be a really good player, but needs time to develop? And I think the Lakers were like, you know what? We're going to take our chances on Lonzo Ball. We're going to see what he can do. If he can become a superstar for us, then, we're set. We want him to be our franchise point guard. So they said, you know what? We're going to take Lonzo Ball. And thus, they had to trade away D'Angelo Russell, making it another win for the Lakers. So that's why I like this trade. And on top of that, they got the number two. And then along with that, for D'Angelo Russell, they were able to get Brook Lopez. Brook Lopez, solid center. I've been begging the Brooklyn Nets to trade Brook Lopez for so long. He's so good. He's so talented at what he can do. He's even added a 3-point shot to his game. Now he's a complete player. He's a shooter. He can post up. He can rebound. He's a solid defender. He's not the greatest, but he's a solid defender. And he's also like one of those. He's really good. He's a really good player. And the fact that the Lakers were able to get him for a 1-year deal, hey, I don't think anyone in Los Angeles is complaining, because Lopez can really make a big impact on this Lakers roster, which they needed. They needed a proper center. They don't need Mozgov. They need a proper center. I think Lopez will be a great fit in Los Angeles. So that's why I felt that this was a great trade for the Lakers. Moving on to the Brooklyn Nets. Most people say Brooklyn got shafted in this trade. People say that this was a steal for the Lakers. I would not say that. Now, I know acquiring Mozgov's contract is secondary, but if they had to pay that price to get a franchise corner piece in D'Angelo Russell, hey, I'm all for it. D'Angelo Russell is one of those players who needs to be the leader of his own team. He does not want to be the second fiddle. He doesn't want to be the second best. He wants to be the number one. And I feel with the Nets, he has the best opportunity to truly lead the franchise, where he is the number one. He is the clear-cut number one. Nobody's better than D'Angelo Russell. And this is great for him. He can become a superstar for the Brooklyn Nets. He has the ability to be free and be a leader and be the proper player that everyone hyped him up to be at draft night in 2015. So, and from that perspective, I feel that this was the right move for Brooklyn, because what are they going to get with the 27th pick? No one. And I'm not going to lie, this draft is very wide open after the top 11 picks. That's been reported. It's very wide open. It's either hit or miss with these guys. And the Nets see this as, you know what, this is a big risk that we have in this draft. Instead of taking this huge risk, why don't we trade for a franchise cornerstone, a guy who we can build our franchise around, in D'Angelo Russell? And that's exactly what they did. They traded for Russell. They got rid of Lopez. Out with the old, in with the new. D'Angelo Russell is going to be the new franchise point guard for the Brooklyn Nets. I can see D'Angelo, thriving in this role. I think this is the best move for the Nets. I think the best move the Nets have made in the last 4 years is getting D'Angelo Russell to join their team. I love it. I think this was a great trade for Brooklyn and the Lakers. I think both sides have got a great benefit out of this. I'm just excited to see what D'Angelo Russell does in a Brooklyn Nets uniform, and I'm excited to see what the Lakers do with their plans with getting Lonzo Ball, getting Paul George, and LeBron James. But we'll see what happens. I'm excited. Things are happening, and I'm ready. I'm ready to go, man. So we'll see what happens.